We Have Concerns is made possible entirely through donations from listeners like you. A little can go a long way. Visit patreon.com/wehaveconcerns to lend your support.
I went to the Rattlesnake Museum on my trip.
Did you really?
Yeah.
What was that like? A lot of
rattlesnakes.
skins?
Like most things in the Southwest, most tourist attractions, it's basically a gift shop and somebody's personal collection of things. So it's a guy who's really into reptiles.
You can buy rattlers and...
You can buy snake-related merchandise. You can't buy, like, rattlesnake rattles or anything. Like, he cares about the animals.
Oh, well, of course. You'd have to.
But... yeah, it was just, you walk in and it's a gift shop connected to somebody's house where he has all his stuff and he has like 60 rattlesnakes.
Did you go out of your way to get to this place?
Yes. I will go out of my way to go to anything like that.
I applaud that.
Yeah.
This is We Have Concerns. Hey, Anthony Carboni.
Hey, Jeff Canada.
Speaking of snakes.
Yeah.
I got this article here about a snake that was being prepared for eating.
Uh-huh.
They cut the head off of this cobra, highly venomous, deadly cobra in China.
Why are they eating cobra?
Well, evidently the residents of the Guangdong province in China have a long history of eating snakes. They believe it is not only super healthy for you, it'll combat disease.
Okay.
This is what they believe. They say the stronger the poisonous content, the stronger it will make you.
I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's like eating an enemy's heart to take his power.
Kind of, yeah. It's eating the scariest creature on the block. It's like going into the prison yard, punching the baddest guy in the face.
Yeah, man.
And then eating him.
Yeah.
Turning him into a soup. A
kids,
nice soup.
That's what you should do.
If you find yourself in prison.
Just at school, in life, like third grade, walk in there, and if you see a kid who's bigger than you, I want you to knock him to the ground. I want you to chant. I want you to reach into his rib cage, and I want you to pull out his heart. Because you know what? That kid was going to fucking beat you up anyway.
Yeah, you might as well eat his heart.
Eat his heart. If somebody could have given me...
We don't really endorse eating of hearts.
If somebody could have given me one piece of advice as a child, eat more hearts. Crush your enemies more. Is what I wish somebody had told me.
Well, you would fit in this village because the crazy thing that happened in this particular case, why this is newsworthy, is this beheaded snake who was being prepared into a lovely little savory soup.
That's how they eat it? Soup?
Yeah. Snake soup. In this particular case, he was making it into a soup.
Cool.
The severed head bit the man.
What?
Bit him on his hand, evidently, as he was preparing the food.
So he cut the head off, and as he was cutting the head off,
No.
it bit him.
No. He cut the head off. He was done with the head.
Okay.
He'd finished working on the head part. It was separated from the body. The body is what he really wanted to work with.
You gotta work the body.
You do have to. That's the tastiest part.
That's the you gotta.
You don't
work
want
the
head meat in your soup.
No head meat.
Yet, even though it was a completely severed head, it still bit him and killed him in the kitchen.
That's whoa.
The best part of this article, I would like to point out, is the interview that they have with restaurant guest Lin Soon, 44. He was in the restaurant at the time with his wife Sue, and he said, we were in the restaurant having a meal for my wife's birthday when suddenly there was a lot of commotion. We did not know what was happening, but could hear screams coming from the kitchen. There were calls for the doctor in the restaurant, but unfortunately, by the time the medical assistants arrived, the man had already died. After we heard that, we did not continue with our meal.
We took it to go. We have respect. We said, this is terrible. Please wrap these up.
We're just going to take the check.
We don't want to be here. This is clearly a terrible, terrible misfortune for your family.
Just the check, really.
We'll just, and if you could throw a couple of those cookies in.
And we didn't ever actually get the soup, so if that's on the bill...
Could you just remove the soup from the bill?
Yeah.
And then
it's very expensive.
Yeah, and then we'll take the rest wrapped up, and we're very, very sorry for your loss. This head was off the snake for how long?
A long time. They say that it can survive, the head of the snake can survive off the body for up to an hour.
What? No.
Several points here I want to make.
Sure.
First of all, this chef who had been working with very deadly food items for years. He was not inexperienced with this. This wasn't his first day.
Yeah, sure. His father was a death chef, and his father before him.
Right. It was a whole death chef family lineage.
Great.
He could have been saved had there been anti-venom on the premises. This is a place that was serving deadly snake soup. The deadliest of soups. Didn't think to buy any anti-venom.
Well, maybe it was coming with the arugula on Tuesday.
Maybe they were just out of anti-venom.
Yeah, like that's the way restaurant
You want to have it fresh.
Yeah, you don't go and get fish on a Monday.
Right.
And you don't get anti-venom on a Thursday.
Well,
because you want the freshest anti-venom.
Listen, I am no restaurateur.
No.
I only dabble in the culinary arts, but were I in charge...
I've told you multiple times that you are not a restaurateur.
Right.
You do not have it in you.
I'd like to think that someday...
I know you do.
I can work up to it, is what you're saying.
No, what I'm saying, Jeff, is maybe at this point in your life, you're not going to start a restaurant.
But at some point in my life...
No, I'm telling you...
not today, not tomorrow.
Right.
But maybe like next week.
I don't think you can do this within a week. And
Should I not have ordered all those deadly venomous snakes?
How much anti-venom did you get?
0.
Feel like you're doing about par for the course. Maybe you can do this just as well as anybody else.
I feel like if I was running this place, I would order the anti-venom the same day I ordered the snakes.
You would at least prime it, so it would come within 2 days.
Exactly. Prime on my list of to-dos would be to work that schedule proper so that anti-venom was in the store the same day.
And you know what? If the snake happened to show up before the anti-venom, you do same-day delivery on Amazon.
Or maybe you take deadly snake soup off the menu just that night.
Just that night.
Maybe tomorrow?
Nobody's saying don't serve deadly snake soup.
No, I don't want to disappoint anyone. Come back tomorrow. Plenty of deadly snake soup. As poisonous as ever.
So you know why this works, right? You know why a snake can do this.
What? Without his head?
Yeah. A snake has these heat-sensitive pits in either side of its head. Thank you, Rattlesnake Museum.
I loved the heat-sensitive pits at Coachella.
The heat-sensitive pits were good. And I gotta say, I expected them to be a total studio band.
Right. But they were great live.
No, their live show was amazing.
It's
they you know what it is they know how to work a crowd. That's what it is. So snake has these heat-sensitive pits in either side of its head that are kind of like cat whiskers. So if something gets too close to it,
like a chef's hand.
Like a chef's hand.
Right.
It's like a reflexive action. It just goes at it.
Even if it's dead.
Even if it's dead. It's one of the last things.
They always say that's one of the last things to go. Is your heat-sensitive pits.
The heat-sensitive pits are actually one of the last things to go. I had to say
I think it's first your eyesight, then your hearing.
Then your ability to tell the difference between cool and uncool music.
Right?
Yeah. Then it's, your sense of fashion. And then it's
your slithering
pits. But no, so a snake reflexive actions can last a much longer time, and reptiles can actually survive without huge portions of their body for a very long time. They die much slower than we do.
Yeah, because
they're much simpler. I mean, like, the odds of that happening are still really, really low, and it's a bummer, and it's not like this guy should have known.
Well, maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
Maybe he should have fully disposed of the head part before he kept going with the cooking and preparation.
Maybe
the sous chef should have stepped in.
Well, obviously, the sous chef is going to need to be spoken to.
Right.
It's not a firing offense. I don't want to say you're out, but the problem is, Dave.
I was chopping all of the onions, and my eyes were so watery, I had to wipe them.
No, Dave, we totally understand, but listen, man, there are priorities.
Did you not want the onions chopped?
No, of course we want Dave, you don't need to get defensive with me, okay? I said,
I don't need to get defensive.
Fired. Nobody's fired.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
I'm just saying 3 chefs are dead.
Yes.
In the 3 weeks since you started working here.
Well, there has been a lot of onions that I need to chop, man.
Dave, how many onions do you need to chop? How many are there?
Have you eaten the deadly snake soup? It's like 60% onion.
It is 60% onion.
You gotta
It's really
cut
more of
that
an onion
poison.
soup. It's really more of a French onion soup with some snake.
Yes, but French onion soup doesn't sell these days.
No, that's something we should change on the menu, though. We should really,
Right.
because we have gotten complaints. You're right. We do need a lot of onions.
Can I ask another question?
Sure.
3 chefs dead.
Yes.
Still no promotion for Dave.
Now I'm wondering if Dave has ulterior motives, man. Do you eat extreme foods like this? Are you the sort of person where when you go somewhere and you see something like bugs on a menu, you go, "Oh, should we do the bugs? Should we do it?"
I gotta say, sometimes I am that guy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's a little brocky.
It's a little brocky, but
Yeah.
it feels like when is there ever going to be another time to do this crazy thing? My buddies took me out, sort of a bachelor party-esque thing, and we went.
Sort of a bachelor party. Nobody's thrown him a bachelor party.
Well,
it's like sort of a like.
yeah, it was like a. Whatever.
He's not going to say he's disappointed. He's not going to say that he expected a little bit more.
No, it was great. It was fun. And we went to this very expensive restaurant in LA. The name escapes me right now. No, they had escargot, which I've had before.
Sure.
But they also had bone marrow,
Oh yeah.
which I had never had before.
I don't think that's too extreme. That's kind of popping up more and more now.
Yeah, well, it was one of those situations of like, I can't not get this.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound appealing. I would
Bone
never
marrow's
order
real
it.
good.
It's actually very good. It's like meat butter.
Yeah.
It tastes like butter.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
But it's like saltier.
Yeah, you like spread it on toast, you know? It's amazing.
It's real good.
But yeah, I am that guy who will order the weird thing because, you can't get this anywhere else. I gotta try it. Gotta go for it.
How often are you satisfied with the food as much as you are with the experience of just ordering something weird? Like, are you always like, man, I'm real glad we ordered the rattlesnake because that was delicious? Or is it more like, well, I've had rattlesnake now.
Yeah, it's mostly the latter.
Yeah.
It's almost always the latter. Even the bone marrow was like, yeah, that was good. I'm not going to come back here because I can't get bone marrow anywhere else.
Right.
You know, it's not that good.
I used to be that sort of person. Vegetarianism takes that away from you. It robs you of adventure eating.
Really?
Yeah,
There's no crazy extreme
There's no
plant.
crazy extreme plant. It's a fucking plant.
Yeah.
Cut it open. Put it on a plate. What's the plant going to do to you?
Right.
Nothing. I mean, I guess I could eat a Venus flytrap
There
while
you
it's
go.
still alive.
Yeah, it'll bite your hand off.
Like still, like
Man, vegetarian killed by poisonous plant. He just wanted the Venus flytrap soup, man. I don't know.
Dave.
He wanted it.
I know he wanted it. Why weren't you paying attention?
There are a lot of onions in the
God
Venus
damn
flytrap.
it, Dave. No, but I do feel sort of robbed of that because there is a shared experience thing to it too.
Yeah.
You know, when you're all sitting around at a table. I remember one of the first times I came to LA, we ate at a restaurant, and one of the things they have is like deep fried crickets.
Oh, all
And
right.
we were like, oh, dude, let's get a thing of deep fried crickets.
Kind of cheating though. You can deep fry anything,
You
man.
can deep fry
You can
anything.
deep
and it
fry
just
an old
tastes like-
shoe.
And here's the thing about crickets. They're already kind of crunchy and meatless.
Yeah.
So what you basically wind up with is just crunchy batter.
Yeah.
But there's something about the shared experience of now I have hung out with those people and we have eaten crickets together.
Right. Yeah.
And now we have a cool thing.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like I could call them up whenever I want to now.
Yeah.
If we haven't spoken in years, I can call them up and be like, dude, you remember when we ate those crickets?
Yeah.
And we'd be right back in it.
You guys
I
are
feel
right
like.
back in cricket country.
Oh, those crickets.
Did they taste weird or was it even a thing?
Crunchy, salty. Like, they
Yeah.
didn't really taste like much of anything.
What about those like weird Anthony Bourdain episodes where he's eating like bull penis?
Oh.
Are you down for that?
Or like that, Andrew Zimmern.
Yeah.
The guy who does the extreme eats. And it's just, you know, and it might as well just be called a penis in every country.
Yeah, it's
Because
what
this
it
is all
really
he
is.
does. He's just like, oh, here we are in Belgravia, where
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes solved his famous... What do we
And
have?
everyone eats penises here.
No, nobody eats... Andrew,
Yeah.
I don't think anybody eats penises. No, they have penis. It's on the menu. You can just order penis. Everybody's eating penis. Penis all the time.
Yeah.
I
think you are thinking of peanuts.
No.
People love
Specifically,
peanuts.
People do love peanuts. And, you know, if you go to Thailand,
Yeah.
you can get a great ox penis in a spicy peanut sauce.
Oh.
One of my top 10 favorite penises I've ever eaten.
I don't even think I have 10 penises.
I don't have 10 penises myself. I have 3. What happened is the more penises I eat,
You are what you eat.
I just start sprouting more.
You are what you eat.
After eating 300 penises in different countries. That's one penis for every country in the world. And then some.
Yeah.
I've actually grown another penis and a half.
Worth it, I guess.
Super worth it.
It's like the Indiana Jones thing with the monkey brains. Mm-hmm. I don't know. There is a line that I would draw. I like to think that I would try anything. I'm not sure about eating penis. Anywhere, any animals, even like,
See, everything I say doesn't mean anything because I'm vegetarian.
Right.
So it's like, I'd eat a penis. No, you wouldn't. You're a vegetarian. So it doesn't
Hey guys,
matter.
if I wasn't vegetarian, I'd be eating all these penis. Go ahead, eat all the penises. I'd be right there with you.
You should do it. If I didn't have to eat nothing but this delicious broccoli rabe, I'd super eat that penis and brain with you. You should eat the penis and brain because I can't. Eat the penis and brain while I'm here, just so I can feel like I'm part of it. Do it. Eat the penis and brain.
All right. Oh, God.
Slower.
Oh, man.
Faster.
Oh,
Slower.
God.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. But faster with the brain.
You know what? Faster with the brain.
I think, a lot of that stuff is, at least a lot of that stuff here in America is kind of tourist trappy.
Yeah.
Like in Florida when I grew up there was a lot of have alligator, have rattlesnake, have all this stuff. And it's like, they're just doing it to do it.
Tastes like chicken penis.
Yeah. It all tastes like the same kind of penis.
Right.
Once you've had one penis.
You've kind of had them all.
Yeah.
You've had all the penises.
Depending on the sauce it's in. Because that really changes it.
It does.
Man, I feel bad for this guy, though, because it's such a fluke.
Yeah, I guess. I feel like if I went to this place to eat, there would not be an A on the wall. You know what I'm talking about? This would not be a prime cleanliness and practices exemplar.
How do you know?
You think you're supposed to always leave the head as close to your hand as possible.
But here's my thing. You chop the head off, you put it aside, you feel like the head is probably dead. Who knows what he was saving the head for? Maybe there's another dish that's served in a cobra head.
Oh my God, I'm ordering that.
Right? Wouldn't that be badass?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe that's
now
what it was.
I'm in.
Maybe
now
it was part of the plating.
I just want a hot cocoa.
But
put it in a cobra head. Yeah. And put marshmallows in it.
Dave, did you clean out this cobra head before I
haven't really gotten to that. I've been chopping all these onions, man.
Oh no, Dave, I can taste the venom. I can feel my heart slowing down.
Oh boy. The anti-venom is coming tomorrow, man.
Dave, you didn't order anti-venom, did you?
It's coming tomorrow, I promise, with the arugula.
Oh,
by the way, the arugula is going to be so fresh and so... Whoop.
Dave, I want you to know that when I die...
Yeah?
You're never going to be the chef.
No! How can I be the only living employee here and still not be the chef?
It has to be willed to you. They've got to leave it in the will. The Cobra Head restaurant is left 100% to Dave.
Cobra Head
The Cobra Head restaurant. Cobra Head restaurant sounds like somewhere where spies would meet up.
Yeah.
I would go to the Cobra Head.
Yeah. Or the G.I. Joes need to really investigate that place.
That's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious when Scarlett comes up to you and she's like, "Oh, I got coupons for the new sandwich place around the corner.
Oh, the Cobra Head?
We should check it out, Duke. What do you think?"
All right. Scarlett, let's check it out.
Yeah. I don't see how this could possibly go wrong.
Hey, how come everybody in this place has a mask?
Welcome to the Cobra Head restaurant.
Huh. Yeah.
Table for two?
Yes, please.
You're gonna die! I mean, right this way.
Hey,
Welcome to the Cobra Head restaurant! Would you like to hear our specials?
yes, I think you have our tablecloth on your face.
I'm sorry, what is that?
No, nothing. Hey, Scarlett.
Yes, Duke.
Is that Destro over there?
He looks Destro-ish. He looks but I don't know if that's just like, he's got one of those faces, like one of those metal faces.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think looks good? I mean, they have crickets here.
Oh, I've never had that.
What are the crickets? They're not poisoned!
What?
Well, if they're not poisoned.
Then, I don't want them to be poisoned. This is going to be delicious.
Everything is going according to plan!
I would love to know if you guys are adventurous eaters.
Yeah.
Would you do
What's
that?
the weirdest thing you've put inside you? I mean, no, that's the wrong. That's one way to phrase
let's
that.
leave it that general.
It's a long way to phrase
I'd like
that.
to leave it that general.
All right.
You can tweet all those at Jeff.
I have
He's
regrets.
at Jeff Kanata.
I have some regrets about that.
And you can tweet answers to what's the most adventurous thing you've ever eaten. To me,
Okay.
I'm at A Carboni.
I feel like we're gonna get divergent answers.
I feel like that's great. You need a large sample size and controlled studies. By the way, if you're liking the show and you listen on iTunes, you should leave us a review because it super helps.
Hey, check out our Patreon as well at patreon.com/wehaveconcerns.
We just need your adulation and your money.
That's
all
not a
we
lot to
need.
ask.
That's all we
Not a
need.
lot to ask. And
We're simple.
in return, we'll give you this delicious / deadly soup.
It's not poison!